and we are doing 9/11 operator again tonight, so let's see. Last time we actually succeeded well enough to get all the way through the shifts in Miami, which of course especially the one with the music festival was most demanding, as the music festival tied up considerable amount of resources, because otherwise you would have more random problems appearing unless you did enough to keep the music festival in check, which in turn tied down considerable resources for most of the shifts. So in that respect, overall with Miami, even including the Miami Vice guys, it was kind of problematic, mostly for the first shift with the music festival for all shift. And now we actually got a new city, so let's see what it is and how it works, and we'll see, we'll play, try at least for the usual 1.5 hours, at least an hour, we'll see, depending a bit how well awake, and also on tomorrow need to probably leave slightly earlier, so we'll see. But of course we are going to do as much as we can and see about how the new level also works. At least would imagine it's a bit more difficult than the normal shifts in Miami. So welcome, and hopefully you enjoy again some emergency dispatch, at least. Rather like the game oneself. It's quite nice overall, and has some interesting aspects to it, like trying to answer the calls, and then there are like the more or less useless callers, like my parking spot is taken, and how is this an emergency? So let's see what kind of calls we get this time, and whether they are more useful. So let's move to the game and continue. Actually, the continue still put us to Miami, which isn't really the case, so see. And that apparently starts a new one. Interesting. Oh, hello there, Kamu. Guess that you might have returned from the trip to the summer cabin, so also of course greetings to the bat, and at least we have all the units we set up, so and we do mostly have like unsure why we have to still do one here, but let's do it and see, because alright, drug dealer, so let's go and deal with them then. Bomb threat. Let's send fire over, and we have another police on this side. No, so let's send the closest police from here over the bridge. Alright, that appears to be free also, so we can as well send them over instead. Right, and fire is needed also there, so let's see how soon we can get fire out of this. Right, we have medical. Let's see if we move fire over, if that. That's kind of difficult to move over. Let's see. Alright, that's done, so we should be able to get fire quicker from here. And we get even more fire incidents. Alright, the electrical hazard doesn't seem quite as loss of consciousness. That we certainly need to go for. Alright, you haven't seen this before. It's actually kind of like emergency dispatch simulator. So you have to dispatch various emergency units for any incidents requiring attention. Somewhat surprisingly, we haven't received any calls from the main. Alright, now we have one also from this side of Miami, so let's see. Fighting dog has bitten a person. Alright, that's not the best thing ever. Here we had maybe slightly worse one, and here we have apparently trash on fire. Right. And we apparently again sent over fire instead of like medical. Alright, let's pick up the phone.
What's your emergency? Hello? Is anyone there?
Alright, this caller clearly is not able to speak.
If you can't talk, please press any digit on your phone, okay?
Nope. And we have one incident here. Alright. Police, let's send over Miami Vice, guys. Assault on police officer. And let's also send over police with actual transport capacity. Hopefully. There we go. And alright, let's send over the fire car blocking way, so that should not be too difficult. And then we had our mystery caller. Let's go and check it with the police. kind of unsure what that might be like. And the fire need backup. Alright, let's send more officers there. And alright, medical sharp tool injury. You shouldn't cut yourself. Let's check this with the police because it's kind of uncertain whether the caller had some kind of real trouble or were they only like. And right, police plus fire. Illegal parking. That's probably not the worst thing ever, but we deal with what we can. Alright, now medical needed here, so let's send medical over. We had a couple of suspects. Alright, medical. And another medical here. Foot injury. That's not the worst thing ever when you compare. To think that we can do both of these with one medical unit. Alright, and medical there. Take the call. What's your emergency? I've seen a fire. Let's ask address first, because otherwise they hang up and then refuse to tell the address.
What kind of garage is that?
Just a small garage near to the house.
Are there any cars near the fire?
I don't see any.
So, how big is this fire?
Big enough to be worried about. Send help.
Okay, I'm sending the fire department right now.
Good. Bye.
Homeless squad. Not the... Do we really have the fire truck exactly on the correct spot? Yes, apparently. Childbirth. Let's go and help with that. Pedestrian hit. Police and medical have been dispatched. Alright. Even more confusingly, this is actually like on patrol, so we have to move it a bit so we can send it to the call. Really, that's like slight design flaw. Hopefully that doesn't time out. That's one of the dumbest things ever, that we have to actually send that back by turning it around to take care of the garage fire, because it was exactly on top of it. So that's kind of slight design issue with the UI. Oh well. Hello there, Nerdaxic. Good to have you around. You also, of course, get a wave and welcome to some emergency dispatch action again. We still have some case outstanding. Yes, here. Medical is needed, so let's send medical over. Oh, no problem, you're welcome. You have been joining regularly, so of course, happy to oblige. So, you have started joining regularly, so it's very much appreciated. And do we still have something outstanding? They are apparently giving tickets to the suspects, so that would be most probably the last thing this shift it looks like. So should be done in a short while. And then let's see if we can move to the next city, as this should be quite good shift overall. Empty call. We did send someone over anyway. They have kids playing with the phone. Oh well, it's better of course to check. That was the only one where we actually got anything negative, so it went pretty well. Like, can we switch the city, because do you think we opened a new one? Let's see if we can then. Yeah, we can now choose having mostly. But then done, we can choose the next one. So I think the Albuquerque was the new one, so it's next city. Yeah, I have been trying to start a bit earlier, but success rate with that has been varying. For example, yesterday did 2 streams like earlier in the day, and then the other one later on, but would try to start like an hour, maybe a bit more earlier in the future. We'll see how that works, because originally the 23:30 was the normal starting time, as earlier on it was like used to actually start even later. It was often like 0:30 or even at one point 1:30 or something at times. So the 23:30 holding has already been progress, but trying to start even earlier. So alright, Albuquerque. Let's see. Yeah, it is kind of like see how it works, and probably trying to start even earlier. Now, if this would agree to start, there we go. Normal. Alright, and then we do have couple of, and we have one extra fire truck. So let's immediately increase the fire capacity. And do we have extra staff? Yes, we do have 2 extra firefighters. Kind of budget we have currently only 2,000, so probably that's pretty much what we can do. And we do have some, we could probably add more police into, and a third medical into these, so at least we can then transfer staff over if we need more. Like we can just buy pistols for those 2 pretty much, so alright, and we have some extra bulletproof vests in storage. Let's also distribute some first aid kits to the medical, and then we can add some, like the big police van has also bulletproof vests. Can you do like double-wielded pistols? Yes. Unsure whether that helps any, like dual-wielding pistols. This police has 4 pistols for 2 coppers, so let's see how that works. Like, yes, let's start. Albuquerque. It looks quite clean compared to the issue with Miami, where you had to keep crossing the... Here we have the river, but it's about 10 times faster to cross. Let's have one of each unit on the other side of the river and see, because we do not yet have much experience, so it's interesting to see if we actually get any incidents on that side of the river. It looks like it might not be as populated, so let's move units for now also to that side of the river and see how that works, and then we can, as necessary, adjust that in the deployment phase. So let's make that sure. And then we should be good to start first duty in Albuquerque and see what happens with that. There we go. And hopefully no more prank callers, but it's always like medical. Alright. Sharp tool injury. Stop cutting yourselves with edged weapons, people, really. You shouldn't do that. This one does not like, and our good emergency dispatch Sabretooth will complain. Alright. Cat owner has reported his pet unable to climb down a tree. Really? Like, stop putting your cats up in the tree. Call. Alright, they are clearly quite alarmed. What's happening? That would be good to know first. Would be good to know the address first again, because then you never get it otherwise. And then we need to know what happened to her. She's dead.
Okay, sir, we're gonna get ambulance on the way. Have you checked her pulse?
Let's send ambulance over already.
Is her body completely cold?
Alright, do not think the ambulance is going to help much. Sounds like a police business after all, so let's send the police. Alright, that would be indication of quite serious drug problem.
I'll send a patrol there. Please stay where you are and try not to move or touch her.
Alright, and then we have medical plus police. Let's send police from here. And another medical plus police. Probably that's not the worst thing ever, like dog has bitten again, like dog biting, so that's not, we anyway do not really need that much police here, so you go to the biting job. Alright, and then police is needed here. Pickpocket, so that's not the worst thing ever either. Let's see how our... Yeah, the daughter of the caller is very much deceased. As far as no, it's not quite this like fancy looking very often. What do know of real dispatches, it's rather more simple. Alright, that's resolved, and then there's the deceased, but we have 3 police here, so let's send that over. And there's medical plus police here, so done, so go there, drug usage. And we also have a call, so the call takes priority. My car was stolen. Where? In the middle of the street. Alright, it would be good to know where that was. Address.
Where this happened, sir?
Alright, let's send police over. Plates.
License plate. Can you give that to me, please? What color is your car? Purple. What type of car is it? Muscle car. Expensive.
Muscle car, alright, at least. Their cheap car didn't get stolen.
It's hard to say. It all happened really fast.
Alright, do not know how many suspects, but it's not the best car ever to steal, like you wouldn't be noticed stealing a purple muscle car. Yep. Alright, and we have something else. Medical sharp tool injury. Still people are cutting themselves with edged weapons. And then we have fallen tree. Let's send fire from here. They are not doing anything else than eating donuts and petting the Dalmatian anyway currently. Car bump, alright, we have even 3 police. Need backup, alright. This should be resolved in a short while, so we can send that as backup. trapped in an elevator. Let's send that fire. Oh, and we also have the police bike, so let's send that to help. And that's done. So let's also send that. That probably won't be any more an issue. And we have resources here for this. Feeding. That's important to take care of. As usually the kind of violent crime or other bad issues tend to... Alright, and was just saying we haven't gotten a call for violent, then the phone rings. Alright, where is always important to know. Good, now we know.
Did you see him pass out? No, he was on the ground when I found him. Does he have any visible injuries? No, I think he's not injured. Is he breathing? Yes. Breath smells so bad.
Alright, seems more like a trunk, so let's send police. Doesn't seem really ambulance job. And then we have a new incident, traffic accident, medical and fire. Alright, and then we need probably police to take care of the trunk. Electrical hazard. Alright, a bit of a long shot, but let's send fire from here. Feeding. We have like million police here and they are apparently waiting for medical, so we can probably soon get one police out of that. There we go. Even the bike, so that should certainly catch the speeder. And new incident, alright, police plus medical. There's police. And there's medical. Rape. That's certainly important to take care of for efficiency score.
What's your emergency?
Alright. I don't really know how to say it, but my husband is a cook. Alright, yeah.
Alright. Why do you think so?
Alright, that's not really enough if you have just like containers with chemicals.
Why do you call 911 on your husband?
Alright, that's kind of like, let's at least check that out. It's not like... It's not like would be bad idea to check it out, but sounds like the wife just got angry. Alright. And there's again speeding. And electrical hazard. Let's send fire over. And heart attack. This is important to deal with, so let's send medical over. And building on fire. Fortunately, we have the right resources here. apparently the husband was indeed involved in drugs, so electrical hazard, fortunately that's quite close other than getting over the bridge. Alright, there clearly is some fire here. Loud party. And also somebody
911, what's your emergency?
calling. There's a fire here. Address would be good to know first.
So what's on fire?
Alright, let's immediately dispatch fire.
Sir, is the room in a house or an apartment?
It's situated in an apartment building.
Alright, so how big is the fire?
It's kind of
How big is the fire? It's kind of big.
You're not inside, are you?
No, I saw the fire through a window. Hello?
Anyone inside would be good to know.
Somebody might be there. I see lights on in other
I
rooms.
see lights on other rooms. Is it your place?
No, I was just passing by.
The fire department.
Alright, would be good idea to send the firefighters over. Alright, and that's pretty big a fire. Trash on fire, and apparently we do not currently really have much fire capacity because that takes like about million seconds to resolve, and this unit is going there and this is going here to resolve. So we need to currently like let the trash burn for a while, it appears. Right, let's also send medical here because there are injuries. And fire is out. That's done, so let's deal with the trash on fire. That became only a medical call. And also this fire unit is now free. So we only have the trash on fire. Let's see if that times out. Like we can now send every fire unit over there. So that should be quite possible to deal with now. Even if, let's see if we make it on time. That's the last call this shift, so we only need to deal with the trash on fire. At least we have like enough fire units coming up, no matter how big it starts to be. We have like a 3-alarm fire capacity for that. Alright, we made it, so it's not going to time out. Will take 160 seconds even to deal with, but now we get more capacity. So should be pretty soon, like only a much shorter while. Yeah, they are resolving it. Like when you have 3 fire trucks over, it's resolved much faster. There we go. And apparently one thing timed out, the pickpocket, and also we apparently missed a heart attack altogether. So a couple of timeouts, but that was actually still quite good efficiency. So that went rather well. Dead daughter, what was the main outcome here? caller was checked and reported. Daughter of the caller was reported dead. Yeah, that's certainly true. And then there was the unconscious man that was resolved stolen car. Alright, thief was taken to hospital after fighting. Concerned wife, husband was put in handcuffs. Alright, clearly he was doing something illegal. The policeman found a drug lab in the cellar. Alright, that's good to check out clearly. And clearly the fire was also real. Alright, and then we have another shift coming up in Albuquerque. So let's do that then. And we do not really have that much, like we still let's have one extra pistol for the, and we have 3 staff injured. Let's check that. Move. Alright, this police has only a bulletproof vest, so let's move one of the extra guns to them. Like, what are you wearing? Only the bulletproof vest, no guns. And otherwise we also have only one firefighter in 2 units, but we should now have like plenty of money so we can recruit more firefighters. There we go, now we have plenty more firefighters as we had a couple of injuries. And we could probably, we have like, we could most probably use one more fire. Not enough money, how much does it cost? Alright, it's quite expensive. So for now, let's get rid of that and go forward with pretty much these. Let's hire actually even more firefighters foremost, as we have money to hire more, and if each has 3, that should certainly speed up putting out, for example, any major fire proper. So let's go like that and start out. And now we have 1 unit of each type on that side of the river. So it would be good to start shift with this setup, would say. Epilepsy attack. That's not like the 1 block. Drive 1 block over for treatment. Alright, another epilepsy attack. Clearly something wrong, like possibly some flashing lights or what. Alright, and phone. 2 arguing men.
Okay, where are you calling from?
Alright, let's already preemptively dispatch the police. Do you know them?
Can you tell if they have any weapons?
I don't know. Hurry, it's getting violent.
Have you tried to calm them down?
Guys,
you tell the make and model of the car?
Black SUV. They're driving away.
Were you able to get a license plate number?
Not really. I don't see well.
Do you know the make or model of the SUV they left in?
No, sorry. Hello?
I understand. I'll have officers keep a lookout for them.
Alright, let's look for them and have police over. Alright. Speeding, so we need alright, that would have been marginally quicker. There's also police incident there, loud party. Let's send the bike. Do think that that should be sufficient.
Ready for the next case. 2247 West Monroe. Case solved. What are the orders? I copy. Going there.
Red light offense, that's not either like the worst thing ever. And fine being given here. And again a loud party, so clearly some party people in Albuquerque. And my kitchen is on fire, alright. Address. Let's already dispatch fire. What's on fire?
Counter! I accidentally threw a cloth on the burner, and the fire spreads quickly.
Threw a cloth on the burner. Alright, would be good to use extinguisher if they have one.
Yeah.
Okay, use it to put out the fire.
Okay, wait.
Alright, then we do not need fire, at least as an emergency.
Thank you.
No problem, just doing my job.
Bye.
That we can now ignore, because, alright, medical.
Waiting for instructions. I copy.
Serious intoxication, alright. Don't drink too much, people.
What are the orders? On my way.
Side birth, alright, let's send medical over. And succeeded somehow. Also, alright, the police was not going there, good. And still another medical call. Let's send from here. Alright, sharp tool injury. And still another medical issue, but this is now free, so yet another injury. Oh, bounce, bounce. And also, of course, like it a lot that you open with the footballs. It's very stylish. Pedestrian hit, so also requires medical. Fortunately, we have free medical here. Right, and phone call. Got stabbed by a sharp tool. Are you in danger?
Do you need police assistance?
Alright, so it's only an accident.
What's the address you're calling from? What exactly happened to your employee?
He fell off a ladder and stabbed
He fell off a ladder and stabbed himself. I'll send an ambulance.
Send an ambulance there.
Okay. I'll wait for the location on the 77I date.
What are the orders?
Alright, civilian OS5. Allocate them to the company on Central. I'll send 3 Houston to Ross. Oh yeah.
Case resolved.
Everybody pretty much seems to need an ambulance right now. That's done soon, good. And now we can send them over there.
2247.
Foot injury, really.
You got any FTOs with the
Fortunately that's done, so we can go over to the foot injury. Like really, medical capacity is being taxed a little. Heart attack. Epilepsy attack. And here we have the one who needs like help. Heart attack would also need quite quick help, so the medical capacity is kind of being tested, have to say. Beating. Alright, here we have free capacity, so let's send them for the heart attack.
2247 West Monroe.
And this is done, so let's send that for the beating. And building on fire, let's go and put the fire out at least. And phone call. There was a robbery. Where? Alright, let's already dispatch police preemptively.
How long ago did this happen?
Few minutes ago.
Any injuries?
Yes, my friend is injured.
What happened to your friend?
They knocked him down. He's hurt and having breathing problems.
Okay, just make sure he doesn't move until the ambulance arrives.
Sure.
Are your attackers still in the area?
I have no idea. They ran away somewhere.
Did they have any weapons?
Yeah, a gun.
Alright, sir, we'll take care of it. Just wait for emergency services to arrive.
Yes.
Alright, police.
Cannot do that. Reporting. Heading over there.
Send medical also.
Waiting.
Now we have also medical for the fire. And car blocking way. So let's send fire for that. And building on fire. When this is still being put out, so. Alright, that's done with, so. Immediately another building on fire. Whether that's like spread from the previous one or not. Alright, and there's some kind of police business vehicle theft, so let's go over for that. Fortunately, the stolen vehicle is also driving towards us.
I'm ready for the next case.
Alright, that will take a good while to put out. Pickpocket, and we need police for that. Fortunately, these are done, so. And let's send that to put the other fire out. Alright, beating. And also getting a phone call, so let's take that first.
Send people here. Now.
Okay, sir, what happened?
A plane has crashed into a house.
Plane has crashed into a house. What plane?
Large one or a small one?
A small one.
Small one, 2-seater, alright.
Is
There's fire.
There's some smoke coming out of the rooftop, but I can't see the flames.
Anyone inside?
No. A woman ran outside. She said she was alone and she's not injured. But I can tell she's in deep shock.
Is there anyone else there who's injured?
I think whoever was in the plane is dead, but I'm not
Let's
sure.
send fire over. And medical over. Then we also.
Okay, emergency services are on the way. They should be there soon.
Hurry!
That's being dealt with. And then we have red light offense. That's not the best thing ever. Fortunately, we also have police here for that, and let's send medical over for the beating already.
What are the orders? On my way.
13 King 84.
What are the orders? 10-4.
Put out the other fire. There's not much fire here apparently, it's more like medical, and apparently also police would be required, so how long does the fine still take? Alright, a few seconds, and then we send also police over to the plane crash, and there we go, police over to the plane crash, and then we also would need police transport needed. Let's send like from here. That's a bit long of a way, and here we actually need police also still, so let's see.
If there's any FTO or recruit for that gun turn and give them some experience.
You got any FTOs with a PPO info?
I'm grabbing all of them, just getting out to the base.
D39 is gonna be a 91.
Alright, now we have pretty much all. Oh, hello there, Jax. Good to see you also here. And then we still need police over there. How soon is this going to be done? We do not really have free police for the beating. Now we do. As we got the plane crash dealt with, so. Oh, nice. Pause again and all. So let's also wave to Jax. And indeed we are doing again emergency dispatch work. Alright, we are also making this in time, so beating is being dealt with, and then we, as we have the bike here, so we actually need police transport there, so let's send some more. That's done with, so we can send more police transport here. Alright, other than this case, the shift is then done. We still need to send more police transport there to... No, guest saw with the time, but thanks for joining in any case, Jax. It's always good to see you around. And then we just need to take care of that police transport need. There we go. We missed the heart attack anyway, though tried. Sharp tool injury was missed one, but otherwise, like a couple of medical cases, we had a lot of medical things at one point, so also some promotions and one fireman was injured, so and these also have skills like marksmanship and driving, so interesting was the plane crash. So the caller was a plane crash witness. He informed the dispatcher about the disaster. Accident resulted in dead victims. Rubble was fixed removed. Plane crash victim was given first aid. Caller checked and reported. Plane crash victim was reported dead. Successfully resolved. Alright. So otherwise looks good. You have been promoted to the next city. Alright. Let's see what will be the next city. That was quite successful evening in Albuquerque then. Alright, and we still have some time also left, about 20 minutes up to the usual 1.5 hours, so let's go. Anchorage. Alright, that will be interesting. Alright, meteorologists are predicting powerful blizzard in the Anchorage area. It's going to be a real challenge for emergency units as getting from one place to another may be hampered. Alright, let's then have some work in Anchorage. Normal difficulty, of course. Prank calls. Prank calls are indeed a criminal offense. We have even police helicopter and a pickup truck. So that would be for harsh terrain. We even have a Medi heli now. Quite a bit more units, certainly. And we also have one extra vehicle of all types. And also support weapons for the police, for example, in storage. So let's add like couple of system terminals, support weapons. And do not think we especially need the akimbo pistols like before. Alright, that's not police helicopter proper, it's like only a SAR one. Let's see, we have quite a few also. Quad. Alright, there's even a fire quad. And the firemen's pickup. There are quite a few specialized vehicles in this, so will be interesting. Let's not yet add any vehicles and see how these work. Anchorage is kind of interestingly shaped that there's the sea apparently, so Alright, these are like in one pile, so let's move them out a little. So that we actually can see all of them even. That would be the Medi heli, so let's keep that in base. And then we also have all the police in one pile. That would be the police SAR helicopter, so let's send it back to station. Now this looks much more sane, like they were in a single pile, so it's quite hard to find them out. Alright, and let's start duty. Hit and run. Let's first check with the helicopter and then go in with the car.
Sector clear. Objects.
Alright, helicopter was of use. Drinking in public, yep. That's again not the worst thing ever. Alright, fines are being handed out. Alright, cat in a tree. Let's send fire truck over. Injury. There we go. Home invasion. Take the call.
I want to report a kidnapping.
Kidnapping, alright.
Ma'am, who's been kidnapped?
My baby girl.
What happened?
We went to the playground and I only
Alright, disappeared from the playground.
I looked back and she was gone. The other children said, oh my god, that she left with a man.
What did the man look like?
He was tall, medium build, short dark hair, and kid. What was the man wearing? Okay, thank you. Sir, he had on a brown jacket and dark pants. Oh my god.
What's the address of the place where she was last?
Alright, and get address, of course. Alright, and this is another of those search
I'll notify
things.
They'll conduct a search.
Thank you. Goodbye. Oh my god.
Let's search with the helicopter first, as we have it. Fighting, alright.
There's nothing here. 13-84. What are the orders? 10-4. We're ready. Affirmative. Object found. What are the orders? 113, Lieutenant.
No power in the area. Fortunately, a helicopter can again respond. Under fire, alright.
2247 West Monroe.
Backup is coming.
What are the orders? I copy. Go in there. You got any FTOs with us?
There's nothing here.
Alright, we are even already going. Wanted criminal. Now that has a big search grid because we are still here also trying to search.
Object not found. Waiting for orders. Reporting. Injured on board. We're object not found. Reporting. Case 10-4. Object not found. Object found. I copy. Going. There's nothing here. Reporting.
Alright, that was found, so let's move the helicopter to the next job.
Sector clear.
Cat in a tree. Alright.
Sector object.
Attack ticket inspector.
I'm listening. Heading over there. Sector clear. Object not found. Sector clear.
Accident on a bridge.
If there's any waiting for orders. Heading over there.
No power in area. Send
Waiting for orders. Right away.
and call.
I'm hurt.
Oh, hello there, Kevin. Welcome to the stream. Hurt. Alright, we'll hurt you.
Someone else.
He did it.
He did it, alright. Where would be very good to know right now, at home. Fortunately, they could give the address, so now.
Is he still there?
He's there.
He's left.
He's left.
Can you give me more information about the attacker? Who is he?
Alright.
We met once. I hardly know him. It was kind of a date.
Did he leave on foot or by a car?
On foot.
On foot. Alright.
Okay. What kind of injuries do you have?
He beat me. And there's...
Alright. We should probably also
Why did he attack you?
Why would I know? You should ask him.
ask him, certainly. Sending help.
This is the police unit now.
Police? I can't. I don't want to speak with police. Right now, I just need an ambulance.
Alright, would be good to search for the man though, but they will help you.
It's necessary. The police officer is going to gather information and evidence which are essential to catch the person who attacked you. I can send a female police officer if that'll make it a bit easier for you, okay?
I really don't know if I can handle any more questions right now.
Let's see, he might harm somebody else.
He's clearly dangerous, and he could hurt other
Let's see.
Yes, I will talk.
Alright, send police. Alright, let's send police.
There's nothing here.
What are the orders? Heading over there.
Medical heading to hospital.
Bomb threat. Unfortunately, we have
Go in there.
fire here, except
Nothing here.
didn't select, so.
Reporting.
Alright, and then we need police also there. We have police here now, but we would also need to search. So let's keep searching the helicopter. And apparently here was police needed. Still. Missing person with schizophrenia. Quite a few search things. Alright, and we also have the other helicopter if nothing else. Let's try to respond at least to most things. Loud party, that's not the worst thing ever. And let's send ambulance also here and search with the helicopter. This we already deal with, and here we need medical. Dispatch fire. And even more searching. And we still have, like, let's send police, they're better. And keep searching with the helicopter. Alright. There it is. And we are putting the fire out. And now we can get the crook for the sexual assault. Alright, he's being arrested. Do we have anything else outstanding? No. We probably lost the guy with schizophrenia because we also would have had to actively search for that. Police transport needed. Did we send the pickup truck? Do you think so? Let's intimidate the assailant with helicopter. Alright, we should now have police transport. Good. Let's see. Most things we resolved. The bomb threat timed out. Ouch. And the pedestrian hit and pretty much everything else worked out. Reputation 39 on the positive, so that actually went pretty well still. Even if we missed a couple, so actually that's quite good. Good result still, especially as we had several like that required the kind of helicopter search and everything. Alright, and we are pretty much up to the 1.5 hours, so we are not starting a new shift anymore, but rather finish here gradually and see who we will raid. So let's move over to the camera here on main screen, and indeed thank you all for joining. Has been very nice viewership tonight, so thank you all for your interest in some emergency dispatch fun tonight. And of course we hopefully did, Camu. Seems so when we consider we got, for example, the sexual assailant assailant with the helicopter and all, so I would imagine the city is safer for us. And let's then, of course, wish you all a pleasant rest of the evening/night, and in addition we'll note that there will be Darkest Dungeon on Wednesday, as we'll be traveling for work on Thursday onwards, so leaving Thursday out for that reason, as can't do Thursday in this case. So Darkest Dungeon will be on Wednesday, and we'll see you on Wednesday, so we'll take tomorrow off as far as currently. No, we'll see, might be even a bonus stream, but default taking tomorrow off. So then we will have Darkest Dungeon on Wednesday next, and let's see who we will raid. And who's doing what? Alright. Webs is playing currently Morrowind. That's actually, it's been a while since I've been in their streams. Let's see, is there some Morrowind going on? Yes, seems there is, and not that many small streamers on right now, so do not mind raiding them. Been a while since, and it's anyway a classic game, so let's go for them tonight. Yeah, it's very much a classic. There we go, and good night you all. See you hopefully on Wednesday at least. And thank you once again for joining for some emergency dispatch duty in Albuquerque and Anchorage. There we go.